Hey, man, it's getting that time again. Back for you. Everybody getting their golf cart out of hibernation. Back time to use it for the season. I want to give you a couple tips on what you need to do to prepare it for another season to use it. All right. You got your golf cart. The first thing you want to do is go out there, unplug your charger. Always plug it back in to reset the charger before you take it, because not many people use it in the wintertime, so it just sat there and maintain itself, or the batteries might be dead. If the batteries are dead, you would have to get you a 12-volt charger. Even if it's a 6 or 8-volt battery, what you want to do is get you a 12-volt charger, something like this. Now you want to get something where you have a turn dial on or off, because if you don't have one that you can turn on or off by itself, the new style chargers are not made to be designed to turn on without voltage. So you have to have voltage to turn them on. With this one here, you don't have to. All right. So what you want to do, you don't have to unhook no wires. You just hook negative, positive to positive. Now this is a 12-volt charger. If these were 6-volt batteries or 8-volt batteries, it wouldn't matter. You can still charge it up with a 12-volt charger. And just you want to do it on maybe 5 amps, something like 10 amps, something like that. And what you want to do is turn it on for about 30 minutes. When it gets done, you unhook it, and you go to the next battery. Negative here, positive there. And you keep moving. And once you get to the third battery, plug your charger into the wall and plug your charger into the car. And what happens is once you get enough voltage in the battery pack, maybe by the time you get to that fourth battery, the charger will kick on. All right. So then what you want to do, go around, take your wrench, 9/16 wrench, just check all your connections. Just tighten them up. Don't He-man them. Over time, they pull a little bit of heat. They get loose a little bit. Always check them. All right. Now, one of the main things to the life of the battery is the water in the battery. If you're low on water or out of water and you need to add water to it, you need to do it before you charge it. So let me show you how to add water. And the myth about distilled water is a bunch of BS, man. I've seen golf courses use pond water that had off the golf course. It's got all kinds of chemicals in it. In the greens or fairway, chemicals run into it, and they get 4 years out of a battery life. And I don't know about y'all, but where I'm from, the golf courses get used 1,000 times more than probably some other places. So they're using pond water and get 4 years. Now, if you look at them, you can see this battery here is dry. All right. That cell's dry. Now you have to open up each individual cap and add water to the batteries. Now, if the batteries had them plates in there, if the plates were covered in water, I wouldn't add water. There you go, like that one there. You see how the plates are covered? I wouldn't add water to that one until after I got done charging. But being that the plates are showing, I'm going to add water before I charge them. And one other thing too, man, I've been doing this for about 28 years now. All right. I don't care what nobody, this is regular water out of the tap. I don't care what nobody tells you. If you have an electric golf cart, get you an old rug or something and put it under your electric golf cart, because what happens is the older the batteries get, the more water they use, because it takes longer to charge them because they're nearing the end of their life. You're going to lose some acid on the frame, and it's going to ruin your concrete. All right. So make sure that you do that. Now you can see here, added water to them. Now added water, but you see that lip right there? It's got a cutoff spot that says level. That's where you want it at. You want it with the bottom of that. Now, depending on what battery you have, some of your batteries won't have the word level. It will just have where the neck ends in the chart in the batteries. That's where you just add it to the very bottom. So now what I'm gonna do is take it, close all my caps, And then when you get done adding water into them, what you want to do is go outside. Well, these are good here. So you just got one dry battery. But then, like I was saying, that whenever you get done with this here, you want to go outside and you want to look at your golf cart, all right? And you can see over here, my main components are under this cover here. So what I would do is take a water hose and I would spray the stuff that way, all right? Because you don't want the battery water, you don't want the corroded, the acid and all the chemicals come out the battery to sit on your batteries. Because what happens there is that the acid sits on the battery wires, and before you know it, you've corroded your battery wire off and made a bad connection. So when you go to drive the golf cart, it will leave you stranded. And I'm gonna give you one other tip, man. All right, this is a tip nobody knows about. For some reason, on a golf cart, your back two tires are the one that loses air. And I'm gonna say because all the weight's back there to drive tires, all right? But they are the one that loses air all the time. Now, depending on which type of tire you have, if your golf cart's jacked up and you got the big knobby tires on it, you want to put anywhere from 12 to 20 pounds, depending on how tight of a ride you want. If you want a stiff ride, you go at about 20 pounds. If you want a comfortable ride, you go with about 12 to 15 pounds of air. If you have a golf course tire car, which is a stock golf cart low to the ground, then I put 30, the sidewall says 22 pounds. I put 30 pounds in them. But it's up to you how you want to do it, depending on how you ride. Like if you have some wheels like these, you can see there. Where's it at? We'll find it for you there. Down here, it says 20 PSI. But like I said, though, if you want a smooth ride, you put that. If you want a more bumpy ride, put 20. Now you can see here, all of them are the same. Water's good. Water's good. Now, when you get done, this is the last thing I'm gonna tell you, man. Then I'm gonna end the show, man. If you could, man, comment below, man, if you've ever experienced a problem with the battery wires melting, or if you want to comment on some other content y'all want me to question on or have any questions. Yeah, every other Monday, I'm doing a live question and answer on my page. So if you want to come visit and sit down with us and ask some golf cart technical questions, feel free, man. But make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. But when you get done, take your wires and do like this here. Just pull on them, all right? And make sure nothing's loose. Just because the nut's tight does not mean the wire's tight. And then if you go to your local parts store, you can get you some battery terminal protector, which is that right there. We use Napa's brand. And what you want to do, you want to coat the wire. Now, this is for corrosion. So the main thing you want to do is, a lot of people just sprayed this right here. Well, that does no good because you have open wire right there. So you want to coat all that, the wire end and everything. But you don't want to, all right? So that's how you do it right there. And that's how you protect your wires. And these are just little tips, man. I was showing everybody how to prevent you from having to spend money on your cart when you don't have to. A little bit of PM, preventive maintenance, means it goes a long ways, man. All right, man, stay tuned, man. I'll post more.